Hello everyone. So I just want to do a quick overview of this Neewer camera backpack. It's my second camera backpack I've purchased, and my first is this Ritz gear kind of side pouch bag. I realized that when I got the Ritz gear bag, there's nothing really particularly wrong with it, but I never brought my camera with me, as it's just one of these bags that it's good to throw in your car. It's easier to bring places where you can have somewhere to put it down, but generally, whenever I go places, I don't always have a place to put my camera bag down, and I just found that my camera was often left at home. And this is a nice, cheap $12 bag, and it served its purpose, but I was looking for something a little larger, but still something small that wasn't really truly a full backpack. This was actually kind of a big decision factor for me. At first, I couldn't decide, do I want a backpack that fits a laptop? And for a while, I was looking at ones that do fit laptops. However, the more I looked at it, I realized what I want is a bag where I bring my camera more often to places, and the bigger the bag is, the less I'll bring it places. So I discovered this Neewer bag, and it's the first backpack I've ever had with one strap. So it's truly not a side bag, it's really more of a backpack. And the one thing is, I just want to point out, probably the only con of the backpack is it's designed for one shoulder. So essentially meant to wear it on your right shoulder. And other than that, I'm actually very impressed by it. This is why I wanted to do a review. This really has a very perfect balance of a small bag that you can still bring additional things with, but it'll bring a DSLR with 3 lenses, maybe 4, and pretty much everything else you need. Now, first off, the bag is fairly simple. It does have a lot of pouches, but it has a simple design. One thing I like is it has this side kind of pouch where the camera perfectly fits into here. And actually, if you look in the web or on the Amazon site, one thing I can't really demonstrate, but if you kind of have this laying on your lap or this over your shoulder, when you open just this flap, your camera is essentially perfectly in position to take a picture or take out your camera. This is kind of cool because if you're walking around, you're awaiting a shot, this kind of can be kept open, and you can kind of hold the bag and be instantly ready to take the camera out. Now, I think it's good for about 3 lenses. And one other thing I do like about it, a lot of these bags essentially kind of has like a large zipper section. So if this zipper in any way fails, all your camera gear, everything you have will immediately fall out and fall on the pavement. And this bag has kind of this different way of handling this. First of all, it has these 2 straps, which kind of hold this one large sideways zipper closed. That way, no matter what, kind of none of your stuff is really going to fall out. And I really like this, because it's a small bag, you're kind of going to toss it places. I really don't want all my stuff just falling out. But then, if you undo these 2 straps, it opens a much larger compartment, which now holds 3 pouches for 3 lenses, or 3 of anything. They're nicely padded, and they actually have Velcro here, so you can adjust them. I also kind of like that it's a bright color. I've never really had a backpack with a color like this inside, but I often find with other backpacks it's dark, or I can't see well. I'm trying to find something in the bag and it's completely black inside. And this, it just makes it easy to see what I have. And I'd say the largest lens you're going to fit in here is probably about the size of a soda can. You could probably finagle a larger one, but you'd have to make some modifications or some sort of change. So as you can see, even in this lens here, compared to a soda can, pretty much the same size. It fits in there snugly. It's not a difficult fit, but you got to give it a little press. But in some ways, that's also good, as it will stay in there. This pouch can hold probably 2 smaller lenses, and you could fit a bunch in here. I just really like the way it's designed. It's small, yet it fits kind of just what you need, or maybe what an amateur photographer or person with taking videos needs. Now you simply close the side zippers, close these clips, and now the inner side is totally closed, and you're not really worried that your lenses are going to fall out. See, everything is protected. Now the camera just fits in here, and you can zip it up. It's easy. Here we just have another pocket for memory cards or something else. And it also has a pouch here, which is pretty big. There's kind of a couple of things in here, so I don't want them all to fall out. But as you can see, it's a big size pouch, and there's another see-through pouch here as well. Take a look around it. And that looks like basically it. It has one of these kind of stretchable packets. Yeah, it also has a clip here. So you can kind of tie something or a tripod onto the edge of this, which is nice. I kind of feel like this backpack is almost too small to carry a tripod with. But you still can, which is good. And this is why I wanted to make this review. This is not a bag for your laptop, every single piece of gear you have. It's perfect to just bring with you. You can still carry a bottle of water or two, carry a few small items, maybe some snacks. It's just small enough that it's kind of grab and go. It is big enough that you can pretty much bring anything you need. And I really think it's perfect. I've been using it for a few weeks now. And I sure brought my camera out a lot more than having the Ritz camera bag, which is still good, but it's really not like a grab and go type of bag. Now I did just want to point out one thing, and that is that the strap is made for one side, as you can see, which is probably the only con, but honestly, I think it's fine. And it does have a strap to put around your waist, so if you're running around or you're kind of being active, it's very, very stable. It feels very snug. It feels like a full backpack, but it doesn't really need to be a full backpack because that's not really what it is. So if you're kind of looking just for something to use your camera more, I really couldn't go wrong with this. It's 30 bucks, which is a decent price. It's not particularly cheap, but 30 bucks is fine enough for a bag like this. So I really highly recommend it.